Hang in there, guys, because you may be about to witness one of the greatest battles of Age of Empires 4 history. Why is that? We got in the color blue playing as the English, the one and only Beastie Cutie, against his opponent playing in the color yellow as the Japanese. It's one, guys. This is battle of the pros, the best of the best, the top one of the top ones. These battles should be really good, really good. Now I'm casting this one because one of you guys in the comment told me that this was a really good battle, and I believe you. I believe you. I haven't watched it, but I think this one it's gonna be a wild one. Just the sole fact that, you know, it's one of the best players in the world against Beastie, also one of the best players in the world. What happens when these two players collide? Especially, we're about to witness the English, that it's been through some changes, and the biggest one, it's that they now can get a king. Finally, the king is back. I don't know if we're gonna see it this time, but hopefully we see some interesting strats from both players. Now, talking about other topics, I just start learning to paint again. Finally, after I got burned out from painting. I studied art for many years, but I focused pretty much on 3D, and that's what got me a job in the game industry eventually. And I never really enjoyed painting, to be honest. I never really enjoyed. I didn't really enjoy, practicing and all that stuff. And one of the reasons was that I was studying for, eventually get a job in the game industry, or polish my skills to be a freelancer in the game industry. So basically, I was thinking always for someone else, and I forgot what really painting was. And I just discovered it some days ago, and I'm really happy about that. I just started my subscription. There's a website called New Masters Academy. Go check it out if you want to learn how to paint. They have a cheap subscription. It's not really that cheap, but to be honest, for what you get, it's really good. And you can learn how to paint there, like, they're mostly focused on classical paintings and this kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. And let's get back into the game. We got the Abbey of Kings coming up for the English. We're gonna see the king this time. And we're also gonna be seeing a second town center, most likely, coming from Beastie. His opponent also going for a second town center. Most likely he suspects, like, hey, my opponent is going for the king. Most of the time, go to the king, go for a second town center, put a white tower, and have a blast. So he may be thinking about, you know what, I'm going for a second town center myself. Now, both, English and Japanese are very similar civilizations in a way that they are both very farm-based civilizations. Like, you get the Kura storehouse, you get free farms, you upgrade your town center, you boost those farms' economy. Meanwhile, the English, they are very motivated to get those farms early on just because they're cheaper. They also have bonus. So, in a way, both civilizations can play a really defensive style. And, they don't really... English don't really need to go out in the map, but Japanese do. Japanese do more so than the English. So I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen. The king, it's already on the queue. Gonna be seeing him in 20 seconds. Gonna be harassing the stun. Most likely one will be finished with the stun when when the king arrives. I already have only five. It's gonna be one extra drop off, and you should be very safe. Gonna be having enough stun. Now, I don't know if that's gonna be for upgrade the town center. I don't think so. He just canceled. Yeah, he thought about going for the second town center. For upgrading the town center. It looks like maybe he saw that Beastie was also going for the stun and say, you know what? Let's get that second town center right away. Already have enough stun. Probably will get enough to upgrade the town center. Never mind, that's not gonna happen. Sheep. Oh my god, that's a lot of sheep. Meanwhile, where is the king? There you go. king is back and finds no one here. Finds no one. King's... What do you mean? How do we call him? King Henry? Call him Henry. Like, usually at the start of the game, you can see the military here is like only 2 units, and one of them is a scout, so it's pretty much not the best military unit you can have. So, numbers matter here. If you lose this one, you lose half of your military. Therefore, units have names when... military life matter here. They do matter a lot. Town center coming up next to the wood line will be protecting the stone. Most likely if he wants to transition into upgrading this town center into a daimyo manor, or, you know, getting a 30C. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but, you know, already securing the wood and the stone, it's pretty good for him. Especially when you know your opponent is not going for the council hall. We're not gonna see lombos right away, so they're having the time of his life. Now the king is like working together with the scout just to take down this farmhouse. You know, he knows he cannot take any kind of damage. He could, you know, like run here, but most likely a player like Wom will react on time, and he will mostly get damage instead of doing damage. So you know what? Let's take down the house. Villager gets damage here, so it is something. It is something. 26 HP. Let's take a look at the English base. Put the town center next to the wood line, meaning he will be very heavy on the wood. Not risking really putting it here. This is a beautiful spot for this town center. Can have the boar and the deer. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. If you put it here, you get the boar, you get the deer. Oh my god, third town center incoming. How I didn't see that coming. Was mining stone. And now a third town center is gonna go in a very nice position. Boar, deer. You're gonna get fat here. Everyone's gonna get fat. There's plenty of food in this match. I mean, in this position. I don't know why I miss some words from time to time. I really don't know why, but it happens. Now let's take a look at the one. What's his plan? I already have 5 on gold. 5 on gold is not for upgrades, mostly for something else. And we already see the barracks, probably forcing his opponent to get another barracks. Well, get some units to deal with this knight. You know, this knight, it's pretty annoying. Already a tower here in the gold, so it's kind of getting some damage, but you know, the king can heal himself. That's a cool thing. Like, every time he's out of combat, he can just run out, heal, and, you know, come back full health. So you don't really need to worry too much about the king. It's a lot of villagers on gold here. Almost take down one villager. And almost lost the king here. I mean, well, third town center already there for Beastie. It's a very greedy play for him. And looks like Wom is not looking really to punish this. Or have a couple of spearmen here just to deal with the king. You know, he will be back. He will be back. But you know, he doesn't have the military to really go there into the English base. Both players playing really defensively. I find it really surprising. Very surprising. Like, both players playing like... Is that the boar? I think it's a boar, right? It is a boar. A big fat meat there. I find it really surprising. Both players not really like go for the usual early aggression and, you know, just attack, try to delay your opponent by attacking. They're just trying to mimic each other's behavior. Like, you go for a second town center, I also go for a second town center, you go for a third one. It's like, no, Paul, I think that's a little bit too much. You can go for the third one. I might go for some military myself. Or, you know, age up eventually. Wheelbarrow just coming for Beastie. He didn't have any kind of upgrade yet. We're already almost 10 minutes into the game. Let's take a look at the income per minute. Look at that foot. That's the power of the board, guys. That's the power of the board. That's why you always need to go for the board. Of course, if you can eat it. There's some vegan civilizations out there like the Delhi. They don't really like the boar. Or the Ottomans. Or the Abbasid dynasty. It's like the floating gate. It's gonna be the choice for one. Not really surprised here. This is the go-to landmark when going for the H3. It's been proven over and over that the Buddhist temple is just not good at all. Look at that big fat stone here in the north. BC will be able to age up pretty soon. Have a nice spot to put the White Tower. I wonder where he will put it. Probably here at the front. I don't think he's gonna put it more in the back. Like, if you put the White Tower here, you put your farms here. It's already protected by the town center. So there you go. Call me visionary, guys. I'm telling you. I'm getting better at predicting this. Oh my god, just as I say this, he cancels. Never mind. The White Tower is gonna be here. Like, you know, it is safer. Definitely it's safer. Like, you protect more town centers if you put the White Tower there. Now, the good thing about the White Tower is that you don't only get a defensive building, you also get, you know, production. You can get you can produce any kind of unit from the keeps as the English, and twice as faster. So you can get knights, you can get pretty much any kind of unit really fast with the White Tower, even without any kind of production building, which BC doesn't have at the moment. Meanwhile, one still with 2 town centers. I've been mining a lot of gold, sending those Mon samurais. The king already, Castle Age King, look at that, 295 HP. Relics already being gathered here. It's gonna be a very aggressive on those relics. Gathering the relic just in front of BC's base. BC already fully wall. It's like the wall didn't finish here apparently, but I don't think it needs. Everything's working just fine. Everything's working just fine. If you want to learn something about BC, he's really good at walling. He walls really fast, very early on, and he doesn't wait until the end to start walling. He slowly puts on those walls and, you know, secures those resources little by little. Mount Samurai, and I try to take down that palisade wall. Crossbow already out. Gonna be working very fast. Only 11 seconds to get a crossbowman from the White Tower. That's the beauty of it. Only a small gold bank here. Town center being upgraded. One has enough stone to go for another town center if he wants it. And he's getting behind on villagers, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. He's already, you know, he's ahead on military. I suspect when BC goes to 100 villagers, he's somewhere around, you know, 80, probably 80 villagers. So still, it's a big difference. Don't get me wrong, but it could be worse. It could be worse. The king out there, be trying to escort the monk to get those relics. Not gonna be able to. It's like a couple of spearmen just there, securing that relic on the north. The king goes down, unfortunately for BC. Looks like he will queue up another king. Also another monk coming up from the monastery, also getting +1 range attack. It's gonna getting some Onabugashas on the field, already 8. If you don't know about this unit is really good. They can run fast, they have high DPS, no armor. They're full of fate, 99% fate, 1% probability. These girls are there just to kill, and they don't care about dying. 3 more relics coming for one. Looks like Beastie will end up gathering only a single relic, which puts Juan in a really good position. He was behind in villagers, and if you think about it, relics are, in a way, one relic will give you, let me take a look. It is like 80 resources a minute each relic, so it's like kind of like 2 villagers. And like having 4 of them, it's over 16 villagers working for you non-stop gathering gold. That's pretty much what you have. And 16 villagers? I don't think it's 16 villagers. Hold on a second. It's not 80 gold. Oh yeah, it is 80 gold a minute. So yeah, it is like 16 villagers working for you. So it's a big difference. It's a big difference. This number that you see on top is not that... doesn't have a big of a gap anymore. Like Walls trying to get finished here, but looks like this villager won't be arriving home. Never mind. One says, you know what? Actually, let's not go too far. Let's just go right here. 26 on Abugashas. Man-at-arms are going up for Beastie. Let's take a look at his production. A couple of barracks already there for him. Gonna be having man-at-arms. His man-at-arms are really good. Have +2 melee attack. Has to put a quick wall here to secure the gold. But the Onabugashas are already here. Gonna take down a lot of villagers. Already 2. Looks like one will retreat. He doesn't want to lose his military advantage. Already 40 military units on the field. Man-at-arms are also out. The king goes down again. That's a classic. King always goes down first. Sacred Site's gonna be capturing the south. Meanwhile, farm transition for Beastie looking really good. Let's take a look at how many farms. 29 farms. Meanwhile, 18 farms. So farm transition is he's getting there. He's getting there. More on Abugashas. We'll try to take down that one town center. Never mind. Let's go for the villagers. Crazy DPS. All of these girls. Looks like it's like. Never mind. Let's just go back. White Tower is here. No emplacements. Springle's coming soon. 15 seconds to reach her as a Springle. That's pretty nuts. I think it research faster, right? Compared to other keeps. 15 seconds is really fast. And the walls are broken in several sides of Beastie's map. Looks like here he managed to wall. Let's take a look at how Swam doing. Yoroshido is inside this table. Obviously, Barracks also have a Yoroshido. He's having the time of his life here. Yoroshido in the siege workshop. To get that mangonel out. Probably thinking about getting Grease Axel soon. Otherwise, this thing is really slow. It's really slow. Mount Samurai trying to raid, but it's not gonna happen. There are plenty of crossbows here. Now, BC, despite being in some pressure, he's really safe at his base. He has the walls. He has some towers. Farm transition pretty much there. And he's about to hit Imperial. And looks like, you know, it's gonna be the Berkshire. Interesting position. He didn't really go for securing this big gold bank. Let's take a look at where is it. It's here, you know, in the middle of the base. It's gonna be protecting all those farms from any kind of raid, which for sure it will happen. So the farming economy is pretty safe with those two keeps here. Now, this is a very risky investment. Like, if you put the Berkshire there, your farm transition pretty much, it's secure. Like, your farm economy, it's pretty much untouchable. But you also need to be aware of securing those resources in the map. There is a couple of stone veins here, one gold vein, one big gold vein. And of course, still plenty of resources, so you're gonna be thinking about the future as well. At the same time, one aging up with that Tanegashima Gunsmith. With all those free siege and the special unit, the Osutsu. A pretty scary unit, actually. Pretty scary. More Onabugashas coming around here. A single villager mining that gold vein. But looks like Onabugashas will be running away for sure. Man-at-arms decapping the sacred site. More man-at-arms trying to take down the outposts. Looks like they will do it with no effort at all. Katana Batterman. Oh, what kind of unit is this? So tanky. So tanky. 215 HP. No wonder. This guy is a hero that we needed, but you know, he's not gonna be able to finish the job. Sacred Site capture here in the south, so there is no Sacred Site victory there for WAM. And just like I said, farming economy very safe under these two keeps, especially the Berkshire. It's gonna be able to take down all those Mount Samurai units. Like, even if you lose a villager, you're still with 3 town center, so it's not a big deal. Now, Beastie that have 132 population, he needs that to his advantage to start securing some resources, putting a keep, denying resources from his opponent. WAM is already ahead. He's gonna put a keep next to the gold and the stone, so he's gonna be securing a big chunk of resources in the map with this one. Onabogasia's already here. Looks like they're gonna fight under the town center and the keeps. They don't care at all. Already elite Onabogasias. Still have very light armor, so they're not really having a really good time. Boiling oil coming up soon. I'd be thinking about getting a counter emplacement here. Gold vein being gathered. And now Beastie finally equalizes army numbers. There was a big fight here. A couple of mangonels. These should be more than enough to take down those crossbows. Looks like Beastie will need to go back. Units retreating for now. It's like wall's gonna get repaired. Takes down the Bannerman. Takes on the second Bannerman. Our emplacements coming. It's gonna be in the south of this map. And at this point, Beastie going for elite army tactics. Getting those Bungde is the grants you 2 Yoroshiros. Remember, the Japanese doesn't have access to tight barns, which is actually a like a nerf, to be honest. Like, tight barns give you quite a lot of resources, like pretty much all resources, right? Where's Beastie's monastery? There you go. Tight barns, not even gonna bother about researching it. 40 foot, 40 wood, 40 foot, 10 stone every minute. It got nerfed. It used to give more stone, but you know, now it gives much less stone. Looks like the man-at-arms will arrive on time. Gonna stop one from building this stone wall here in the south at the same time. One coming up is gonna be the Mad Samurai. It's the pretty much the go-to unit when it comes to the Japanese. Man-at-arms are still gonna be pushing here. Looks like they will find a keep. I'm thinking about taking this down with this number of man-at-arms, probably. But it's gonna be hard with the cannon emplacements. It's gonna be really hard. At the same time, samurais on the house. No cannon emplacements yet. Cannon emplacement coming for this Berkshire, so it's gonna be taking down a lot of these units. Meanwhile, man-at-arms following the villagers. Villagers just playing the kids game where you run and try to find a seat. Berkshire doing really good work. Cannon emplacement coming soon. As soon as it gets cannon, gonna be able to deal a lot of damage. Look at that. He's pretty safe for now. Pretty safe. More man-at-arms and crossbows coming for Beastie. And one win. 161 population. Now Beastie is finally on one space, but Shogunate Castle, it's there. And it pretty much one-shots the unit, any kind of unit that you see here. So it's gonna be really hard to get into one's economy. Gonna take down quite a few villagers on the try, but a lot of samurais already here. Villagers running here. Thinking about protecting this gold vein, as well as Beastie trying to gather enough stone. Thinking about putting a keep here just to protect that resource. More man-at-arms. It's pretty much a man-at-arms against samurai battle. 48 samurais, 37 man-at-arms. If you don't know, man-at-arms from the English, they're also very strong because they have ironclad, which is +2 armor for melee armor for the man-at-arms. And also, I think this upgrade, arrow volley, I think I never see that. I believe they reduce their time to attack by +1 second for a duration of 6 seconds, which is pretty cool. Looks like we're gonna see lombos on the field. I don't know if that's the right choice when you see a lot of samurais. Magonels getting some nice shots. But looks like one will stick to the composition of classic Onabu Geisha samurai combo. Onabu Geisha's dealing the main DPS, samurai tanking all the damage. Beastie going here, protecting this gold vein 1, sealing this area with a stone wall. Looks like he's not gonna be able to get the stone wall. Losing a lot of villagers here, for sure. 152 villagers for Beastie, so he should be able to take this to his advantage and start securing more and more resources. You already see there's stone walls coming here from the west side of the map. Villagers trying to do God's work. You know what? Every unit counts here. Look at the DPS of the Onabu Geishas. They will be able to take down those man-at-arms at no effort. Hand cannoneers coming for Beastie, and apparently looks like the decision for going lombos was actually the best choice you can get when you see that many Onabu Geishas. It's like you need the lombos for sure. It looks like he's gonna have hand cannoneers instead. It's like just kill them with guns. Just bring guns to a sword fight, no problem. He's already putting a palisade wall to protect, not let one finish the stone wall here on the east. More man-at-arms following Onabu Geishas. No keep here, so this gold vein can remain uncontested for now. And now the man-at-arms will go to raid. That one doesn't have much villagers for now, but he does have a lot of food economy. Talking about food economy, how does Beastie have so much food economy? Let's take a look at how many farms he has. 70 farms. Oh, wow! I didn't expect that, but yeah. 40,000 food a minute, it's definitely that's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. Plenty of food for all those units that you see here. The problem is gonna be trade, you know. Gold here, still plenty of gold. If we manage to see trade in this game, the trade post is in the middle. So it will be very important to secure this area, as well as this one. BC already, you know, secured this one, but, you know, still another trade post remaining. Machine has 19 tickets here. I don't know exactly what he will do with those, but 19 tickets, you can get pretty much 4 Revolt the Queens, you know, 4 bombards, 19 Hotsutsu, 19 hand cannons, which I don't think you will get, but like, look at this. Beastie milking the stone. Look at that. Villagers just, you know, dancing here. The king is back. It's like, finally. Hand cannons are already here on the mix. Looks like Beastie will keep healing villagers. Samurai mass out there dealing with this small annoyance. We have 216 health, so they're gonna be dying pretty quickly. Walls are gonna be finishing here for 1. Meanwhile, the rams are already here. Be careful not to lose this skip. This skip is really important for Beastie. It's gonna be sending those man-at-arms here, and the villagers will take down those rams. More units coming as reinforcements. He is determined to take down this skip. Meanwhile, more units are sent to one space, but now the stone wall is completed. More stone walls coming here. And with that, if it wasn't for this thing, one will pretty much will be 100% covered from any kind of raid. Now Beastie, the only way he can get there is through here. Looks like it's ram time for Beastie as well. Also trebuchet time. Does he has the upgrade? No upgrade for the shattering projectiles. And I have those trebuchets dealing splash damage. Shin to Priest, you saying hi. Mangonel looks like it's gonna get down this time. Hand cannons taking down the Mangonel, and more man-at-arms going for Beastie. I mean, these man-at-arms are really heavy on foot. That's not an issue for you at the moment. And remember, I don't know if these... oh my god, Otsutsu are out. Jesus. There's no way you can protect any kind of building with so many Otsutsu. How many Otsutsu we have? 17 Otsutsu. Look at how easy they take down these towers. Just like that. Just like that, you know? Beastie managed to breach the walls here. Town center getting upgraded, probably thinking about getting another Shogunate castle. Let's take a look at Beastie's vision. He's pretty much having vision on his side of the map. Wham also has vision on his side of the map. Hand cannons doing as much as DPS as possible, but these are a lot of man-at-arms. Beastie trying to micro, but it looks like it's not gonna be enough. More man-at-arms coming to the party. Just keep guiding, don't stop running, and you will be fine. Keep coming here, securing this wood line. Not the best resource you wanna secure, but it is what we got now. And the wall finally gonna be finished here. It's like Beastie will lose access to this gold vein. Managed to mine the stone, and almost half of the gold here. Another keep here. And looks like at this point, I don't know if a Mangonel will really do the job, because Samurai are really tanky. But hand cannoneers are doing a really good job. Does he has network of citadels? Yes, he does. He did upgrade the keep, and now all these towers and keeps give 40% attack speed to those units instead of 20. So they're doing crazy amounts of DPS. All those hand cannoneers are doing crazy amount of DPS. Beastie is still having a deficit, like on the military count. Like, he cannot have more because he has a lot of villagers, but at the same time he's trying to secure as much resources as possible with the villagers he has and try to get as much damage as possible. But looks like more samurai will just come here in the middle of the map. Samurai just proving over and over again that they are really deadly units. Look at this, how much damage they have. With the Batterman, they do have plus 11 damage, whereas the Elite Man-at-Arms only have 14 plus 6. This one have 14 plus 11, so they do a lot of damage for sure. Boiling oil, trying to dealing a lot of damage to those rams. Keep still alive and kicking. And hand cannoneer numbers increasing for Beastie, already 8 more to come. I already have 25. When you have 25 hand cannoneers, life is good. Life is really good. A man-at-arms trying to deal with those villagers. That's something that Beastie does really well, is just sending units all over the map to distract his opponent. Killing a villager here and there. And look at that. Cheesy gameplay. Look at this proxy barracks. Oh my god. Looks like a man-at-arm stream is coming. And definitely what he needs. You need, you know, you need a Wi-Fi network here. Like, you need those man-at-arms already on the base. And I don't know if Wams knows about this. Let's take a look at his vision. He doesn't know about this, most likely. Meanwhile, hand cannoneers dealing a lot of damage to those man-at-arms. It looks like the man-at-arms numbers for Beastie are decreasing, and he doesn't have any front line. Most likely he will be thinking about decreasing, but Yosutsu dealing crazy damage to the hand cannoneers, dealing splash damage. Yosutsu, very, very nice unit. Oh my god, the splash damage, guys! The splash damage! God damn it. God damn it, man. The splash damage. Oh, you hate to see losing your hand cannoneers against those Osutsu. And look at that. Osutsu will just be like, a keep, no worries. Take a look at this. Now, he's losing a lot of Osutsu, but he will be taking down the keep. And a ram is coming just in case Osutsu doesn't get the job done. Revolt the Queen, or therefore the English. I forgot they do have Revolt the Queen, so... Look at this, a lot of man-at-arms here. Computer lagging from the excitement. And more man-at-arms on the stream. Let's take a look at Beastie's reinforcements. It's like they're not going there. Rams pushing into Beastie's base. Villagers gonna take down that ram. And military numbers for Beastie not looking really good at the moment. 40 against 75. Samurais are just killing everything they find, which is very good for Beastie. You know, he's overpopulated here. Has 152 villagers. He's milking every gold that he can. He still has this gold vein available for him, but it's gonna be really hard to take this one. It's gonna be really hard. Well, let's take a look at one space. Showing at the castle, already there for the second town center, and you know, just pure barracks. That's all you need, guys. Just pure barracks. Also, it's such a nice unit. They're good against buildings. They are good against, you know, archers, DPS, pretty much any kind of unit. They do so much damage. They do 34 damage. And it is a splash damage, so they do a lot of damage. Did I say damage? Villager gonna be taken down, outpost not gonna go up, and more man-at-arms coming for Beastie now. Looks like one finally realizes about the proxy barracks that were in his base. Well, 14 barracks for Beastie, 4 siege workshops, 11 archery range. That's a huge number of... There's... Here, we have a little bit of peace. Meanwhile, 93 military unit for one. 93. But Beastie's base is pretty much safe. No cannon emplacement for this one, only for the Berkshire. And he's tired of this. He has 1 Revolt the Queen and 4 Mangonels out. Ram gonna be taken down here. And looks like villagers will just repair it from the top. Unfortunately for Beastie, this wall may not go down. Things are starting to have a little bit of peace for the moment. But now Wam is going for it. How many samurai we have here? 28, only 28. Where is his main force? Let's take a look at his vision. He's on the east and in the west at the same time. No, this number of man-at-arms, these are really scary. This is the number of man-at-arms that can take down buildings really fast, like the town centers. Which is definitely what you're looking for when your opponent has 3 town centers. You want to decrease his ability to, you know, replenish those villagers really fast. So that's definitely something he can do. It looks like he's gonna go for a raid. Now, food economy, not exactly what Beast is worried about. Look at Wam's economy. It's like, that's a lot of gold. I'm thinking about going for a wander, sell some food, buy some wood, Tombstone. Now man-at-arms need to deal with those samurais. Those samurais are just so good. They're just so good at dealing damage. Especially when they are with the Bannerman. Oh, Sutsu just trying to destroy any kind of infrastructure that Beastie has. Now let's take a look at Beastie's vision. It's like he's back to his proxy barracks here. And he has plenty of gold. Looks like he's going for the samurais. Sorry, not the samurais, the knights. He's gonna go for knight. Elite knights coming. Also elite horsemen. Probably it's a good change for him. He's having some lombos. Incendiary arrows is already there. Let's take a look. He has all university upgrades for sure. Mangonels are here. This is an army that now we're talking about. All this time, Beastie have been playing handicapped. He has been fighting with a military number disadvantage because the number of villagers was just too high from him. But now he has an army that one needs to worry about, and he's going for it. He has 4 Mangonels, crazy number of man-at-arms. Lombos already here, not sure where they are, but they are somewhere. At the same time, one will push into Beastie's base. It's like he's coming back. Mangonels just trying to take down the gate. Gotta be careful not to lose these Mangonels. Actually, attacking really fast. And now the samurai are again on the fields. Literally on the fields. Berkshire dealing a lot of damage to those samurai. Meanwhile, villagers trying to chop some wood here. Siege workshops working. It's gonna be throwing up some more rams. The ghost Mangonel, it's here. Oh my god, and the market will get spotted. Walls are coming up for Beastie. He's thinking about the trade. Not the best position for trading, but you know, it is what you have. It is what you have at the moment. Revolt the Queen already here. This thing will deal huge amounts of damage to those man-at-arms. Take a look at Revolt the Queen. Just dealing, doing what it can do best. Kill infantry. Crazy amount of DPS coming from the Revolt the Queen. And it's only one of them. More rams coming from one in the south. The king. Looks like it's gonna die again. And at the same time, BC. Looks like there is a wall coming from one here. And he's already securing the trade post with the keep of his. So BC won't be able to trade at the moment. Archery range going down. How much food you need? BC said, yes sir. 31,000 food. 8,000 wood. But the problem is, he doesn't have access to trade. And, you know, passive gold coming from the English, from the farms, it's really good, but it doesn't really... It's not really enough to sustain a big economy if you want to have a huge army or a siege. It's just not good enough. And looks like knights, it's gonna be the choice for BC. Yeah, that's nice. They look like the king, actually. Now, crazy amount of siege happening here. Springles not being able to shoot thanks to the stone walls. At the same time, one is taking down the markets. It's like BC, clean this up. More rams coming here. A run from BC also coming from his way. More rams pushing into one space. And now BC with 99 military population, 170 man-at-arms, 14 knights, 29 horsemen on the queue, 3 Mangonels, and 1 Revolt the Queen. That's all he needs to take down any kind of army. Gotta be careful with the Revolt the Queen, not to lose it against those Springles. Looks like they will be able to take down the Revolted Queen. Unfortunately for him, this is a huge loss for Beastie. One successfully sniped the Revolted Queen. More man-at-arms coming. And now the Mangonels will also be there dealing with these units. Come on, guys. I know you can shoot. And what Lombo's dealing very, very good damage. It's not really like the hand cannoneers, but you know, they attack from distance, so they're quite good. It's always good to have some nice DPS on the back, you know, doing the work for you. More man-at-arms coming here, and now Beastie having 111 military population. And I think this is a decisive move for Beastie. He doesn't have access to the trade, it's been blocked. He's killing villagers here with the Lombos, he's sending some rams here to deal with the keep. And he's just sending... That's a lot of units, 108 military units. It's an army that you should respect. Like, you need to put all your focus into dealing with this army. And Beastie, despite losing a lot of villagers, his food economy is really good. I mean, that's all he has, right? It's pretty much farms and no gold for him. Gold is over in this game. If you don't trade, you don't have gold. And the farms from the English it's what's really just helping him now. More man-at-arms coming, and looks like Wam is equalizing the number of military units. He should be having a really good time with 17 Osutsu at 70 samurais against this. I think he's gonna be able to deal with that. More units coming here. Oh my god, that's a lot of units. How many production buildings? 18 barracks, 6 archery range, 19 stables. And what, Wam? 13 barracks, 8 siege workshops. That's all you need, you know, samurai and samurai. Rams taking down the keep here, and looks like he didn't manage to do that. More units coming here, and looks like the horseman will go out there to hunt some villagers. Now, the horseman not really the best units against those man-at-arms, but you know, they're still really good. These are elite horsemen, and they do have the network of citadels, so all these units will actually do a crazy amount of DPS. Crazy amount of DPS. It's like Beastie managed to get inside the base, and looks like now he's going for a raid. A single villager trying to repair the keep. Meanwhile, more units coming into this area, both for Wam and Beastie, and now Wam is tired of this. 105 military units, 3 Mangonels, 4 Springles. Mangonels dealing a lot of damage to the DPS on the back of Beastie, and now he's pushing into Beastie's base. More Rams pushing into this way, and looks like trade it's available for him. 83 gold. Finally, Beastie has some gold for himself. Mangonels dealing damage to those Lombos on the back. Always feeling good when your Lombos are on top of the wall. You feel really safe. You feel really safe. And now Beastie decreasing the number of military units. He did recover his economic units, you know, 113, but now military numbers and in the advantage of Wam. Now Wam has lost a lot of units. He's on 66 villagers. That's a big loss for him. 66 villagers. You can take a look at the income per minute. Like, we have 3k, less than 4k coming from Wam. Meanwhile, Beastie has 1.6, 1.3, 4.9, 5 point something. There's still a huge difference. It's like the horseman will snipe all the Mangonels, and Wam loses all his siege. At least the DPS one. And looks like he will also lose the Springles. Man, the Horseman. Doing God's work. More traders coming here. And now, looks like Beastie has stabilized. Wam still has a lot of military units. And he has less... He actually has less villagers. So, in a way, he's kind of bleeding at the moment. He's kind of bleeding. What is saving him is the farms. He has 73 farms with a shogun at the castle. He has crazy amounts of food. Crazy amounts of food that he can sell. He's not thinking about trade soon. He's still... What's also we need to consider is that Wam have 4 relics. And let's take a look at where he put the Yoroshiros. Probably on those blacksmiths. There you go, like a forge. Got one. I don't know where's the other one. But he can have a really nice amount of passive gold coming for him. Mangonel getting a stack here. Almost takes down the Mangonel, but it's not gonna do a last shot before being destroyed. Takes down some of the health of the Osutsu. Didn't manage to kill any one of them. But now Osutsu are cooking, man. This number of Osutsu, it's really scary. You need to deal with them. You need a Mangonel, a Revolt the Queen. I don't know what you need. But you cannot just kill them with units. They do have a lot of DPS. Knight just ran, didn't manage to do any kind of damage. And Springles, technically, they cannot do anything against those Osutsu. And now Osutsu are back on the Beastie's base, but this time they have company. He will be able to take down the town center if he wishes to. These are a lot of Osutsu. At the same time, Beast is raiding with knights on one space. More man-at-arms here, but he needs some more units. This white tower doesn't have a cannon emplacement. We'd love to see a cannon emplacement on this one at this time. Looks like he's not getting it yet. Magonel shots doing DPS on the back. More units coming, gathering for Beastie here in the back of the white tower. Now Osutsu, not really focusing on the production buildings. Looks like he wants to take down the white tower, and Beastie knows how important this is, not only as a defensive structure, but also as a production. He produces units really fast, and now the white tower is down. 122 military units. Something you should be very afraid of. More and more samurai incoming. And somehow he has gold? Did he sold gold? I think he sold a bunch of food resources. Berkshire dealing with those units. Beastie trying to repair the white tower. But Otsutsu already there. 12 Otsutsu left. Still more and more units coming for Beastie. 45 man-at-arms, more man-at-arms here. Killing more and more villagers. But despite having very low amount of villagers, Wam has been pumping units like a madman. He has almost 100 military units. And just because, you know, the elite samurai is so good, and they're really cheap. I mean, they do cost 100 food, which you don't really need, and 30 gold. So, gold-wise, they are really cheap. Beast is, you know, investing in those knights, which is definitely a better unit than the than the samurais, but he just doesn't have the numbers. And the Osutsu are just doing crazy DPS on the back. More units here. Beastie needs to deal with that. Looks like there is a breach somewhere here. Never mind, there's no breach. Everyone's safe. Maratams will try to take down the white tower. Once again, White Tower may go down. Boiling oil doing DPS. Those man-at-arms. If you're wondering, boiling oil does damage, we will take a look. Look at that. All of those units took a lot of damage. So it does matter. It does matter. It got nerfs, but it does matter. More villagers going to repair the White Tower. Now remember, Beastie lost one town center, so he's back on 2. Still can afford to produce more villagers if he loses more, but it's not something he really needs at the moment. More units coming here. More horseman raids. Trying to take down those villagers one by one. But the 2 Shogunate castles is something that you don't really want to mess up with. Now, one does have really... It's a very small base, actually. It's just farms and a bunch of production buildings. And because of the Yoroshiros and the Tanegashima gunsmith, he's been able to pump high-quality siege units like the Osutsu, and just a lot of samurai coming from the barracks with the Yoroshiro inside. And he's now on 108 military units. So it really doesn't matter if you don't have much villagers. If you have a landmark that gives you for free siege units, you're having a great time with only farms. Especially when you secure some most of the relics in the map. And now Horseman will finally take down some Osutsu, but Samurai arrive on time. Osutsu numbers back to 8 at the moment. Revolt the Queen out. That's definitely what you need. Gotta be careful not to lose that Revolt the Queen against those Osutsu. A couple of Revolt the Queen is all you need against those samurais. You never underestimate the power of the Revolt the Queen. They do a lot of damage. 12 burst attack and 50 damage. So that's 400 damage every time they shoot. So pretty much they kill everything once they shoot. It's like BST looks like it's stabilizing, but Wam's reinforcements are non-stop. Look at that. Oh my god, it's still, even getting the Shinto priest here. Probably thinking about getting this Sacred Site, but looks like Sacred Site victory is not gonna be an option for Wam at this point. At this point, Beastie is forced to play defensively. But he does have something under his hand that can potentially take down all of this. 3 Revolt the Queens. He just needs to protect them like, like if his life depends on it, because it really does. It really does. Sacred Site. Gonna be the capture here, never mind, like this guy's going for a raid. And Revolt the Queen, dealing a lot of damage. Oh my god. Look at that. Samurai numbers decreasing like hell. Oh my god, that hurts. That hurts. Revolt the Queen still alive. 3 of them. You need Sprinkles if you want to take down those Revolt the Queen. More horsemen. Raiding 1. His villager count not looking very well, but those farm bonuses that come with the Shogunate castles, they're really helping Wam a lot. Revolt the Queen. This is the march of the army of the dead. Gonna be careful not to lose it. Loses 1 Revolt the Queen. Sprinkle came to save Wam once again. He knows he cannot fight if those Revolt the Queens are there. Gotta be careful not to lose them. It's like more Rams trying to be an annoyance here. And once again, it's like Wam may be pushing. Still no trade for Wam, which I find really amazing. It's like, nah, I don't need trades. Like, I have food. That's it. And while here, these guys are living peacefully. Just like in Attack on Titan, you know? Just safe behind the walls. And the knights arrive here. This is gonna be another raid, killing more and more villagers, but Shogun at the castle is just dealing a lot of damage to those knights. So I don't even know if it's worth it to send those here, because they're just gonna die really fast. Managed to take down a lot of villagers. Now Wam will deny the trade for Beastie for the moment, having his military units there. Osutsu dealing with the traders. 83 gold drop in the ground. Knights still alive. 66. Oh my god, 66 villager. It's not really good for you. It's not really good. I don't know how Wam is getting money. What the hell is going on? I mean, obviously you have the Yoroshiros in the forge. I haven't really counted 2 that I can count. Is he trading? He doesn't have any traders so far. Looks like he's been selling food for the moment. I'm not really sure about that. But another army for Beastie coming here. A couple of Springles already there just in case. With all the green numbers now, they are not 3, they are 4. And this time Beastie comes with 3 Springles. I think Wam is thinking about the Sacred Side victory. But this one is gonna be a really tough one. That's a lot of units, guys. That's a lot of units. You need some Revolt the Queen. Please free some computer memory for me. Kill those units so that my DPS can go back to life. Revolt the Queen. Oh my god! Look at this. Oh, feels so good when you use a Revolt the Queen. Osutsu, not as good as they used to be. Now they're back to 6. Knight's gonna go down. And now a raid happening here. It's like a couple of Shinto priests are here. And Sacred Side victory approaching for Wam. I don't think that's gonna happen. But anyway, samurai number is decreasing. Wam is back to 150 population. Meanwhile, Beastie is on almost pop cap, 190 something. Statistically speaking, Beastie is winning this one. And Wam lost a lot of villagers, but he still somehow has a lot of resources and he's just pumping samurai non-stop. I'm gonna become a samurai fan after this. Man at Arms taking down the Shinto priest. Let's take a look at Wam's vision. He's here, but not for long. Look at Beastie's vision. The proxy barracks still here. Chilling. Another raid. Now you need a lot of ramps if you want to cause some damage. The problem is your pop cap, so you need to make some space. That's gonna be very easy for you, actually. The thing that is saving Beastie is that he has, you know, his farm economy is very solid. He's very solid. Just need to close those walls, just in case. It's like Beastie gotta get it spotted here, unfortunately. These are a lot of units. How many you have here? 51 samurai. Most of the samurais are here. And this is the army of the dead. The other one was just for show, you know. This one is just a distraction. The army of the dead is here. It looks like there is an open space. Can you go here? Yes, you do, my friend. Yes, you do. Take down more production buildings. And somehow I don't know why BC is splitting the armies just like this. No, attacking in multiple fronts is really hard to do, right? If you have an army like that, you can just go together and cause some collateral damage. Single man at arms here. It's like BC will deal with that. Oh my god, more villagers going down. Let's take a look at BC's vision. He's still sending units pretty much everywhere. Has the main army here with the Revolted Queens. He's getting another Revolted Queen. Looks like it's worked pretty well for him the last time. Secret Sight gonna be capturing the north. Battering ram just continue to cause some chaos. And at the same time, another raid. Must be the raid number 20 in this game. More villagers going down. But, you know, show that the castle just do a lot of damage. So they will be able to deal with those units very quickly. At this point, I'm just tempted to, you know, just grab all the villagers, take down all the landmarks. You have one here, one here, one here, and where's the other one? No, one here. But this thing, it's gonna be really hard for you to take down. It's gonna be very hard for you. Main armies here, the main characters. They cannot die no matter what. This is very valuable. This is a very valuable army. Somehow army value for WAM is higher. I guess he just has too many military units. He has a lot of space. Revolted Queen doing God's work. Managed to take down a lot of samurais. Look at this. In just a blink of an eye. A horseman going for another raid again. One back to 66 villagers once again. He's been there before. But somehow, still having resources with 66 villagers. Is that what you need with the Japanese? 66 villagers? 66 villagers and 71 farms. That's the, you know, he cracked the code, basically. Now the problem with these samurais in your base with the Sutsu is that they can just get in your base, and if you have your main army together, you're gonna have to go back to deal with that. Otherwise, he can just snipe your landmarks. You have one here. 3 landmarks are very close to each other. And actually, all of them are here, so you gotta be careful not to lose the landmark. Revolted Queen, oh my god. Revolted Queen goes down. But no worries, there are 5 of them here. Oh my god. Oh, this is a... Now with 5-6 Springles on your side, you shouldn't be losing the siege battle. Towers are starting to get built for Beastie, just to give all those units extra attack speed. While more wood coming for him, casually having 18,000 food. Nothing out of this world. We're fine. We're really fine. The king is coming as well. Gotta be careful not to lose the Revolted Queen. I mean, why go through the door when you can go from the backyard? Is this the main army? Looks like it is. These are the main characters. And he needs to slowly put those towers, because these towers will give him the DPS he needs to actually push the opponent, because he will have the reinforcements. Basically, you need to kill more than what he can produce, right? In order to slowly push into his base. But these are a lot of samurais. Gotta be careful not to lose the Revolt Queens. And bam! Just like that. A lot of units dead. Looks like he's losing the Revolt Queens. Only have 2 left. Lost the last one. No more Revolt Queens for the English, unfortunately. And hand cannoneers are already here. One of the funniest voice lines in the game. Now, a Japanese game is really strong. It's really, really strong. And now Beastie, back to 170 population. The samurai snowball, it's coming to get you. Losing villagers here and there. Ram going down. At the same time, look at this cheeky bastard. It's gonna be a lot of rams here. He just needs to protect here. And you know how many rams you have here? 6 on the way. Hopefully his opponent doesn't see it. If he doesn't see it, he will have a lot of rams coming for him. I remember there was a match with Beastie against Baltimore where Beastie was losing the whole time, and he built like rams in the corner of the map, and he just went through the landmarks, and he just didn't expect it. Is this what we're gonna see now? But now Wam is already here, this time with 29 Otsutsu, never seen before. Mangonel goes down. It's like another Mangonel will go down, will do its last shot, only managed to reduce the health of those Otsutsu. Numbers still looking very good for him. White Tower goes down once again. Horseman, especially the right unit to deal against those Otsutsu and hand cannoneers. Gonna be dealing quite a lot of damage here, but the numbers are not really in Beastie's favor. At the same time, Rams gonna be targeting the production of Wam forced to go back, but still have plenty of units here. Looks like Otsutsu are coming back as well. He doesn't wanna lose those Otsutsu again. They are really hard to get. More samurais dealing with those Rams. Horseman trying to find another way to get into the base. Ram will take down the last house. Never mind. It will go down by itself. If you wonder where he's getting his gold from, it's here. 150 gold. And probably already take down the Yoroshiros that Wam had. Now the big army here. Now both big armies, 127 military population. Oh my god. Hand cannoneers numbers looking really good for Wam. 17 of them doing a lot of DPS. And Horseman will go for another raid. I mean, he's indeed struggling for resources, but he still has a lot of them. To be honest, how much resources do you need? Like, you're gonna build only man-at-arms? Siege is free from here? Like, that's it? Gold free from the forge and the relics? Otsutsu dealing with the man-at-arms wonderfully. Manatam's building another ram here. And now the samurai will go for it again. Villagers just gathering wood very peacefully here. Secret site's gonna be the capture in the middle. Manatam's gonna get spotted. Ram in the corner of the map. Try to deal with those buildings. Meanwhile, Wam with 136 military units. I really have no idea where he's getting his resources from. How many farms he has? 74 farms. I mean, this setup, it's pretty much perfect for the farm transition, right? All your farms are under the town center influence. You're just gonna have a lot of economy. The main characters are already here, waiting for the next roll. But now Osutsu numbers are no joke. This time comes with man-at-arms and hand cannoneers. Gotta be careful not to lose them against those mangonels. 3 mangonels out there for Beastie. White Tower goes down once again. It's pretty much the 4th or 5th time, I think. Town center may be going down. Well, that's a lot of military units. Units scattering here. Looks like there is not enough units for Beastie. One still with 57 villagers, managing to pull a lot of units. Now Beastie just needs to hold this, because I don't think Wam can have the economy to sustain more army production like this. Like, he's losing a lot of villagers. He's back to 59. He still has so much food. It's crazy how much food they can have. White Tower getting repaired once again. Oh my god. A ominous peace. Both for both players on my throat. More samurai numbers. Secret site. Gonna say hi to the priest. No worries. Ram coming here. Meanwhile, the main characters are already here. Elite crossbowman coming for Beastie. Now this is a really good choice. This is a very, very good choice. Crossbowman will do very well against those units. But the problem is they're just getting started and there's not enough units. Now Wam has 120 military units. Beastie has all his units here used to protect against the crazy amount of units that is happening here. White Tower getting down once again. For the 6th time, I think. Samurai also for the 6th time going through the back of the base just to annoy the villagers. Mangonel going down. And with that Mangonel down, Beastie taps out. Well played by these two players. I put a link in the description where you can follow both. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.